What's up YouTube, Adam here. Welcome to another video. We got today the kind of part 2 I guess of the Unlockables Footies tournaments. Last time around we won the Aubameyang card, which was a sick card to pick up. This time around we're going to try and get that Aubameyang. The Aubameyang card picked up in my first attempt. I had a few attempts and I think this is about my 5th to get the Aubameyang card. I messed up a little bit with the gameplay last episode, so apologies for that. And just to keep things consistent, I've done the same this time. I completely forgot to record the first game, and to be fair, as you'll see in a second, probably just as well because the video would have been ridiculously long. But anyway, we're going to get straight into the video, guys. So here we go. As you can see, in the first game, we came up and won 7-2. It was 2-all at the end of the game, going into extra time. So I picked up 5 goals in extra time, which was ridiculous. It was one of those games I should have won 7-2, but my chances just didn't seem to go in until extra time. So unfortunately, one of those things. But we pick up the win. That's the main thing. And as we sort of kind of fiddle around with the team here, we head into game number 2. I'm really kind of liking these 2 squads that I've built. One's a little bit cheaper than the other, but it's going to fit hopefully Aubameyang and that Royce in, which would be good going forward. And the other team's just a bit of a super team really. So this is game 2, guys, and we come up against opponent with a 4-3-1-2, pretty standard Barclays Premier League team. So we're kind of going to get into the gameplay in just a second, but you know, I actually found this tournament quite easy, I suppose. I've struggled in quite a lot of the tournaments throughout FIFA, but this one I found a little easier than others. Obviously picking up Aubameyang in my first attempt, and as you probably see, we do quite well in this one as well. So we pick up the ball here from defence, slot it through into Aubameyang just before half time. Great save by Courtois, and Royce is there to bang that home to make that 1-0 just before half time. So that was nice to go through 1-0 up. Royce, for me, is just superb. He's just always there in the right place. Aubameyang, obviously a good player. Just struggle with his finishing sometimes, but as you can see, I'm absolutely dominating this guy going into half time. Should probably be a couple up, but it just wasn't to be. So as you can see, 57% possession, 8 shots free on target, and a good sort of pass accuracy. My shot accuracy is terrible. I think that's Aubameyang a little bit. I just, sometimes he can finish amazing, and just other times he just can't hit a cow's ass with a banjo. But we go into the second half, towards the end of the game, guys. The guy picks up the ball here, and it plays it into Sturridge. Sturridge lays it off to Fernandinho. Fernandinho into Clichy. Clichy whips that in, and we get it away. And Henderson falls to him, hits it on the volley, in off the post, and we find ourselves 1-1. So this game, like I said, I was dominating, just couldn't seem to get the ball in the back of the net, and it finished 1-1. And we go into extra time here, pick up the ball with Alaba, Royce into Royce then, and Vidal gets it here, kind of spreading the play a little bit, and plays it into Aubameyang, which I brought in off the bench. I try to get in front of him because Clichy doesn't have too much strength, so I've just tried to get in front of him and push him off the ball. But luckily we get a penalty here as Clichy kind of takes us out. So we step up with this one, and we blast this one home, and to take it to 2-1 in the 118th minute, so quite late on in extra time. And that kind of sees us progress into the semi-finals. Quite a tough game, as you can see. That it's from 2011, so this guy's played Ultimate Team longer than I have. Was a good opponent, but as you can see by the stats, I absolutely dominated, so I deserved the win. And happy days, we move on into the semi-finals. So 7-2 win, followed by a 2-1, which was quite a close game. And we kind of head on through, and as you can see, I'm just kind of swapping the teams around for fitness, and we're kind of getting the team ready for the next game, really, just making sure everyone's up to date, fitness, contracts, all those sorts of things. And I really like this team. It's probably my favourite team out of the 2, and You can make it really cheap by using their sort of counterparts and their non-informs, but it's kind of an overpowered squad really. But as you see here, in the sort of 13th minute, pick up the ball from the back. Cuadrado showing his strength there. Gets super lucky with Benyat winning the ball, slots it into Higuain, and he slots that into the bottom right hand corner, and we find ourselves 1-0 up. Happy days. Quite an unusual kind of a ball through. I just saw Higuain in a little bit of space there, and Benyat, sorry, just kind of plays it with the outside of foot, and a nice sort of goal. And we move on in pretty much straight in after the kick-off here. He's kind of dancing around Cuadrado, absolutely wiped our baller out here, and with Pjanic, she's dribbling around. We win the ball back. Benyat plays it into Nainggolan. Nainggolan plays a through ball into Higuain, and we're 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper here, and of course Higuain is going to miss from there. So that puts us 2-0 up in the first 18th minute, and I thought, here we go. You know, we're going to the final. So yeah, really happy with the way this team was performing. And this is what Higuain can do. He can just slot these home all day long for fun, and that's why I like him in the team. So moving on, guys, a little bit later on, Cuadrado picks up the header there, plays into Higuain. Higuain back to Cuadrado. Cuadrado dancing around in the box there. Gets a little bit unlucky not to get the ball. Benyat picks it up and slots that into Pjanic, ball roll, and smashes that one in the right hand side of the net. Again, Pjanic, one of those players, his inform is absolutely sick. Great long shots, really good on the ball, and these kind of plays in FIFA this year are really strong. Just a ball roll to kind of evade the player, open up a bit of space for you, and just smash that one home. So we find ourselves 3-0 up. So at this kind of point in the game, we pick up the ball here with Cuadrado, plays it into Higuain. Higuain smashes that one home and makes it 5-0. Looks like I may have missed a goal there, guys, so I do apologise. I don't know what's going on there. My apologies for that. But yeah, 5-0, nice convincing win in the semi-finals really. This guy kind of after the third one went in just kind of went to bits, but overall I was the better player and I had the stronger team, so that's always going to help. Higuain there celebrating like a true legend that he is. And a little bit later on, guys, Benyat picks up the ball here. So it's a lovely through ball into Cuadrado. Cuadrado plays a bit of a cheese ball in front of Higuain. He isn't going to miss an open net, and that makes it 6-0. So probably the easiest game so far, and it's come up against him in the semis. So definitely been a test. So, but it's going to kind of go on, continue like this, hopefully throughout the kind of series. I struggled after winning the first one, which was really strange. I just came up against, I don't know whether it was opponents I came up because I won, but nothing was going right for me. But kind of came back the other day, first attempt on the day, and we pick up that special Aubameyang, which is ideal. So we pick him up, and nice sort of win in the final there, 6-0, nice and convincing. And obviously Aubameyang's going to fit straight into my team. Obviously I've got him already in there, so I can sell the Aubameyang I've already got, and he can slot in there, and hopefully in the next episode what we can go and do is pick up that Royce. But that's kind of going to be the end of the video today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it today. It's been kind of a weird kind of run, so some easy games, some hard games, and coming up in easy games in the final is just a bit ridiculous really, but really be enjoying these footies tournaments, and I hope they continue to do it. But until next time, guys, obviously if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, like the video, share and comment down below, let me know how you're getting on with the footies. But until next time, guys, I'll see you later.